place. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
On first down, it's Darnold. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair Wildcat signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pass to Herbert is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
They be pumped up for it.
Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, they can't wait.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
They've got to be
Same
thrilled
shooting
on the
on
road
next
right
week.
now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in
They're
their
gonna be
minds.
riding with a plastic bag and splitting half of the court.
And take it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
With the little life.
Drive about to get going, and the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field.
Little
So
sound.
they won.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because it signifies there's a
Little
drive
Lysol plug-ins, nigga.
great place to run some of your best
Spray every
Instead, they turn
spray every 30
Turned
seconds.
the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second.
God.
Looking for
There you go.
Diggs, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert now. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got Adams on the football. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 14-yard line.
This is Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got it open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Las Vegas.
Darnold now to throw. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long, it's Darnold. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to complete to Diggs right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Left side caught by Diggs. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On the left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely...
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
28-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
first and 10. Herbert. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. And it will be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
I'm in here. My bad.
Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman.
Bird game.
Sports halftime report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they
Mine
can
go.
get it out.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And at the 48-yard line.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot.
I mean, must be calling a job.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flushed out right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Okay, pause that.
Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchdown.
Yo. Maybe because we broadcast on Showtime.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
All right.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Barkley on the carry.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That nigga didn't want to do it.
For the Chargers now on 3rd down.
I said that nigga didn't want to do it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Clark. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert able to get this to Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully,
all right, man.
Sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I'm over here kicking this nigga ass.
Pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
Yeah, I should have bet on myself. Normally he play different, but
he was open. The quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And incomplete as he was knocked.
yeah, I ain't think it was gonna go down. I would.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Pretty good little 2-play sequence
Oh
there.
man, so I won that game. Your computer ain't gonna beat him by 30. Here you go, whoop.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace Wallace with a pick. Yeah, they needed a break. They needed to make a play in the third quarter defensively. They did.
I was hoping he wasn't going to whoop him.
Get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they
Look like the Rams going to get it.
taking the ball away. Now they just look at
Is it the most, or you got to get all of them right?
Capitalize on this one.
Okay.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
The practice, the training, the meetings, in this situation.
What league you playing in?
Quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in.
I'm excited for this imported draft, man. I'm about to really focus on scouting and looking at that list.
And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Yeah, I got the first 2 seconds. I'm trying to utilize on every pick that I can.
Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Smooth and Valley.
Taking about 7 yards
Them niggas got 2 or 3 first rounders.
Turned, it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Your cousin. Cataract your play cousin.
About to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
And then your third cousin, man.
See what they do here this go around.
Your third
Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Touchdown, Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way.
I'm about to get off after this game. So I'll holler at you, man.
So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick, and that's a touchdown. Now, hold on, there is a flag down on midfield. We'll have to see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Darnold completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To number 80.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
It's the score, Raiders 42, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Directly over him, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it here with Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Today's Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.